Hey guys, it's the VDC Tech Guy here, and what I have to review for today is the Gemmy Buddy Big League. This is the Philadelphia Phillies. Now I have two of them here, and these are actually the same exact ones, except for one minor difference. And if you haven't figured it out already, it's that the logos are printed at different spots, and there's nothing else that's different about these. And I have a term for these kinds of sets. I call them models. So, for example, this one right here is model 1, and then this one right here is model 2. The box is for model 2. Model 1, my first one did not come with the box. And the box isn't the best condition, as you can see. It has all four sides, of course, but it's missing the top flap. That's kind of annoying, but it's okay, I guess. And I'll probably end up making a top flap for it, to be honest, because my small logo Yankees is also missing the top flap. Um, yeah, but that'll probably be later on. Um, so yeah, I guess we'll focus on my first one, or Model 1, for example. So I got this one back in, let's see, it was March of 2019, so a couple years ago. I got it off eBay for it was $70, which is okay, I guess. Um, and the shipping took forever, but it showed up in the end. But so yeah, the problems that this had was, well, for starters, the box that it was in was not the correct width. Like the height was good, but the width was not because the base was sticking up. Because they used like a really slim box, so the base couldn't fit in it. So there was just a lump on one side of the box because the base is too wide. Um, but that didn't damage the base in any way. The bases are pretty strong on these, and the mouth had a split piece. The head was a little tight, but not too incredibly tight. The hips had a split gear, but it wasn't uh, exactly as split. But if you would hold it, it would stop. Um, the both levers were completely broken off. Um, the clothes were very dirty, and the baseball arm was broken. And one thing about this that I don't know if this happens now, but it did when I first had it, is that if the if the mouth doesn't work, it glitches, but when it's working, it doesn't. And when it's glitching, it only glitches during the song. It never glitches during the talking, which is very unusual because you remember the D-Bats glitching video. It would always start seizing if it was talking. It was the glitches, but that wasn't the case for this one. But the mouth works, so it's not gonna glitch. I don't know if it does that now, of course, because the mouth is never broken since I repaired it. Um, and one thing that happened to this, which sucks, is that when I was washing these, I used some random off-brand detergent, and it did its job. It did clean the clothes, but I think when it was pouring the detergent, I guess it ended up pouring it right on top of the clothes for this, and it actually hardened on some spots. Um, it hardened on the bottom of the legs and on the top of the collar near the neck. Like if I zoom in on it, you can see right there. See those discolored spots after it's hardened, and the legs. You can't really tell. You can't really tell about the legs because actually what ended up happening was after I took it out of the washer, um I was like, oh maybe it'll help if I throw it in the dryer, So when I took it out of the dryer after it was done, it actually made it a lot worse. Um, the the hardened spots on the end of the pant legs completely, like, basically disintegrated. Um, and it wasn't really much, but it still came off. So I was kind of not happy about that. But it apparently the collar is still fine, or the jersey. But that basically kind of ruined it. But it's still okay for what it is. Um, yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. So we'll play it for you now.
Hey, bada 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 the wing, bada.
The mouth is also really loud.
Rocket fire, hum it, baby, baby.
So yeah, that one works pretty good. Um, and for if you notice, for a while, this did not have its original head, and and the reason why is because I used this one's head for the custom Washington Nationals one that I made, um, just because it looks better with this one than the really dark painted one. Um, but since I scrapped that, I put the original head back on this one, so this one looks better with it. So yeah, that's it for that one. Now let's move on to my second one. So I got this one as a graduation gift along with the version 2 Cubs and the Marlins ones. Um, and this one was not brand new in the box, but it does have its insides with it. Um, and this one was one that needed the least amount of work. The only problem that it really had as far as mechanics go was it just had a split gear in the hips. Like the head and the mouth still work, and the mouth still does work, in case you were wondering. I never replaced the piece, it's still using it. I hope it doesn't break in the video, but cross my fingers. Um, and but it was a little bit dusty on the arms and the base, especially the arms. And that was cleaned up. The clothes were not really dirty; they were just really really dusty. Especially near the shoulders. That's where it was most dusty. And the waistband was worn out, and that was all taken care of, and it looks good. And you could probably see that the clothes on this one is a lot more wider than the other one. That was another unfortunate thing that happened too. My first one is that that detergent discolored the clothes because they were a lot wider than they look now. And I tried bleaching it, and that didn't seem to help. But again, I have this one, so it beats it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had to do to this one. So we'll play it for you now.
Hey, bada 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 the wing, bada. Rocket fire, hum it, baby, baby.
So yeah, that one does work pretty good. Um, so yeah, I'm really happy to have a new one of these. It's the other model too, but I don't really count the models as genuinely needed part of the series. But if I do have it, I do have it. It's not required really. So yeah, that's it for these ones. Um, So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching as always.